Afternoon Update, only on Money FM 89.3.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Afternoon Update on Money FM 89.3. I'm Rachel Kelly joining you in the studio as we start a brand new work week. It is the 26th of September. I'm, of course, joined by Hongbin Jung, our finance producer.
Hello.
And Raushan to my left, as I always say, making sure we behave. Raushan, do you want to give everyone a wave? There you go. Hiding now. I've said that. Okay. We've got a great show lined up for you in the next half hour, as well as the half hour after that if you want to join us on the radio. But since you're joining us on social media right now, we are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. You could win the chance to win a set of 2 tickets for a pottery class. It's worth $160. It's at Am I Addicted Studio. That's the largest pottery studio in Singapore. It's 6,000 square foot, folks. Yeah, that's pretty big. And it's just reading this, it's combined with a Korean vegan cafe. So you can enjoy some nice Korean vegan food after you've created your pottery masterpiece. So yes, what you can do to win that set of 2 tickets is you can drop us a message on our Facebook, comment and share the video. We're going to be joined in just a bit by Lavinia Rajaram from Expedia. She's going to be talking to us about themes and trends for F1 weekend this weekend. She's also going to be talking to us about regional travel trends as well. So if you've got any questions for her about what you need to know when it comes to F1 this weekend, maybe the best spot to sit and watch the F1 from a hotel in the comfort of your hotel room, or how bookings are, how prices are trending. We've all seen the headlines of multi-$1,000 hotel rooms this F1 weekend. Is there still a chance to get a booking? Is everything fully booked? Lavinia is going to tell us. She's also going to let you know what you need to know if you're planning to book a flight to Hong Kong as well. So yes, stay with us on Money FM 89.3. First, we are going to check in on the markets with Hongbin.
Money FM 89.3. Financial updates from the Business Times.
So let's take a look at where the Straits Times Index is at the moment. The STI in the red this Monday. Taking a quick check on my SGX website. Currently sitting down about 1.6% at 3,173 points. Decline is leading the pack today, 389 to 172. Hongbin, you've been keeping a close eye on 2 stocks today. MM2 Asia as well as Yansejung Shipbuilding. What's moving there?
So MM2 Asia, which is the entertainment group, it has entered into a bond subscription agreement with brokerage UOB Kay Hian for a 54 million Singapore dollar bond deal that is exchangeable for shares of MM2's cinema business, MM Connect. So proceeds from the bond deal will be used to refinance existing debt. And a counter ended last Thursday at around 5 cents before trading was halted the following morning. It resumed trading today and it's currently unchanged at 5 cents. And meanwhile, Yangzijiang is also a stock that I am watching today as well. It's responding to queries over unusual price movements after its share price surged on Friday afternoon. The group said the trading activity could be linked to 2 media reports in connection to its September 8th announcement about its entry into technical assistance and license agreement with France-based gas transport and Technigas. And some 183 million Singapore dollars of its shares had changed hands and its stock closed 12.7% higher at $1.24 on Friday before the response was issued. But the counter now is down 12.1% at $1.09.
Okay, Hongbin, taking a look at this article on CNBC, you know we always like to share some of the best tips that we find on the net, whether it's on Bloomberg, CNBC, Financial Times. This one, we've got Wall Street analysts naming their best stock ideas to ride out the market turbulence. Which stocks are they watching?
I think this is a very important article to look at from CNBC, especially because this year has been a tough one and next year isn't looking much better. So given this outlook, some Wall Street analysts are choosing these stocks. First one is Caterpillar, which is a mining equipment manufacturer, and it's navigating supply chain snarls and cost pressures like a champion. So cost saving and pricing actions are helping the company improve its top and bottom lines even when end markets remain volatile. And another one is called Salesforce, which is a customer relationship management software giant, and it's benefiting from the growing digitalization of industry. So the company last week provided an upbeat medium-term revenue and margin forecast, which pulled more investors into its shares. An expansion of the company's addressable market, geographic spread, and customer base are key growth catalysts that are helping it navigate the pessimism around tech stocks with finesse. So there are multiple other stocks to look out for. So do check out this article by CNBC. It's called Top Wall Street Analysts Name Their Best Stock Ideas to Ride Out the Market Turbulence.
That's right, because they do name a few more stocks to watch as well, don't they? Okay, before we go on, just want to give a quick shout out to everyone joining us on Facebook. We've got a hello from Ashikin and Bryant. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Alden. Good to see you again, Alden. And yes, happy Monday to you as well. Axiel Fung joining us as well. Axiel said, best places to dine in and to watch the F1. We're going to ask Lavinia for you. She's joining us in just a bit. Hello to Paul Chan, and Justin is watching too. We've got John Toe back with us. Hi, John. It's been a while. We haven't seen you in about a week. Good to have you back. Leslie Dixon watching us as well. So great to be back with you all on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Do drop us a message and a question in the comments. What do you want us to ask Lavinia about this coming F1 weekend? Or you know what? Just your travel plans in general. What are some of the key trends that you need to know about if you're planning to make a trip in the next few weeks or months? We will ask her for you. The best question will win that pottery class that we were talking about. And Hong Bin's laughing. And I'm going to share with you. So what you're going to do, okay, drop your question in the comments and then share the video. Okay, that's what you need to do to win. The best comment will win. I'll announce the winner at 3:30 p.m. But Hong Bin found this fun money fact before we bring Lavinia on, because I love her fun money facts, and we send them out every Monday morning in our Money FM weekly mailer. So this one is, have you ever wondered why a piggy bank is called a piggy bank? Hong Bin, are you going to enlighten us? You're laughing there. Come on, share the story.
So in Old English, pig, which is spelled P-Y-G-G, it was a type of clay that was used for making jars and dishes that held money. So as time passed, the word eventually morphed into piggy bank because it sounds like pig, and the design resembled that of a pig. So that's why we have those piggy banks.
Yes, so you can make your own piggy bank if you win that pottery class. Drop us a comment. We are waiting. We are watching. I've got the studio phone here too, but we want it on Facebook. So log on to Facebook and join us on Money FM 89.3. Now let's catch up with Lavinia to find out what she's doing this F1 weekend.
This is Money FM 89.3, Singapore's most influential radio station. Keeping you company through your workday. Money FM 89.3. What's trending on Money FM 89.3?
Thank you for joining us here on Money FM 89.3. I'm Rachel Kelly, joined in the studio by our finance producer, Hong Bin Jong. And we have on the line with us today, Lavinia Rajaram, who is the Asia head of Expedia Group Brands PR at Expedia Group. Lavinia, great to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure, Lavinia. And you've just shared with us some key stats. Well, Expedia's just shared with Money FM some key statistics. And you've shared that for F1 weekend, hotel searches for staycations in Singapore have doubled compared to the average weekend demand in the past 12 weeks. Of the staycations plan, the top attributes Singaporeans are looking for: pool access, complimentary parking, and hot tubs. Okay. And for flight searches, data has also showed that for outbound flights for the F1 weekend, we've got them 9 times higher than F1 season 2019. And the average hotel daily rate over this year's F1 weekend is 30% higher than 2019. Lavinia, we've got to break down these stats and get into the facts on this weekend's F1. So let's talk about that outbound flight statistic first. Does this mean people are looking to escape Singapore this F1 weekend?
Rachel, the engines are roaring and then people are just so excited to travel. I think the latest news on Japan reopening has also created a little bit of spur. We see staycations rising month on month. And therefore, that's a trend that will continue to stay among Singaporeans who don't want to pack their bags and leave just yet. So, staycation trends have been rising, and everyone's taking advantage of a good F1 deal this season. Whether or not it's to escape the city life and get that hot tub experience outside of the city, maybe in Sentosa, or buying a package that will give you that entire experience of going to the F1, enjoying your concerts, and being able to stroll back to your room right after the night.
That's right. So, where are the hottest bookings that you're seeing, Lavinia? I'm assuming it's around the F1 circuit, but you mentioned that people are also looking at locations such as Sentosa.
That's right. I think what we're experiencing this year is that there are several big conferences that are happening just before and after the F1 season. So we're getting a lot of the business community coming to Singapore. We're also getting a lot of the F1 fans across the region come to Singapore to experience that. I think Singapore gives that great night experience of the race as well as that city life, and everyone is craving for that. What we're seeing today is a nice, healthy balance of getting out of the city as well as booking that experience within the city, which we can assume is for that F1 experience. Prices are relatively much higher this year because demand is definitely back. As said earlier, 30% higher than what we would experience in 2019. Hotels are also ramping up in terms of their manpower to ensure they're meeting this demand and giving their guests the best experience. So there's a lot happening, Rachel. What we're really excited about is the tourism industry is certainly rebounding, and this is such a healthy time and happy time for everyone.
It is. It is. Actually, it's my wedding anniversary this weekend. So I'm sorry, no luck with a staycation there, Mr. Chan. It's not going to happen. Prices are too high. Okay. We've got a question that's come in from one of the listeners as well for you, Lavinia, about F1 weekend. Hongbin, do you want to share that with us?
So what advice do you have for a F1 newbie for this weekend night race?
If you're going to catch the race, I think you want to consider, depending on what you're looking to do, if you're going to the concerts, you want to sort of not have the trouble of getting a taxi to go home at night because prices for taxis are also going to be really high, demand will be high. Try looking for a room that's closer to the city. Maybe you can take that long walk. This is a time for you to take in those steps that you need to get in and do a stroll into the city. Enjoy all the buzz that's happening around the city this F1 season. If you want to escape, there's still many choices available outside of the city. When I say outside the city, you could also book something down in Orchard area or closer to the to the city center, and you don't have to go all the way down to Sentosa for it. So there are many options available. What you want to be looking for if you're searching for a hotel are the deals that come with it. Does it offer a free spa or a discount voucher for dining? Sometimes if you book for the weekend night, you get your weekend brunch on a Sunday. So you can have that brunch before you check out. So look out for those additional deals that are happening and being offered.
And we are seeing some great combination deals as well, aren't we, Lavinia, in terms of just packaging with events that are going on this week as well. We've got two other questions that I want to combine together. One from Young June and Leslie Dixon. Leslie's asking, which are the best hotels for F1 views? And we've got Young June is, Ying Lee's was the one I wanted to combine it with. She said, any good spots to recommend to go to watch the race for those without tickets? So I think those are kind of similar. Best hotels with views and good place to go and watch for those without tickets.
I think the best hotels for the view are those that are along the track. So we're looking at the Marina Bay area. So anywhere from Fullerton Hotel to all the way around the Marina Bay area will give you that view. This is also including the Swiss Hotel at Raffles City. We're looking, so anything in that vicinity area will give you that little bit of the buzz. Even if you can't see it, you'll hear it. And so that's just what will come with that experience that you're looking for. You must anticipate that the crowd getting in and out will be a little bit more challenging. I would say if you find a good deal now, you're going to get really lucky to find one because everything got snapped up months ago. Having said that, there could be some that are still out there. Look out for those credit card deals or discounts that you could use with your payment options, your loyalty programs, and of course the Expedia rewards points will give you much more rewards when you book with Expedia.
Lavinia, what are you getting up to this F1 weekend? Are you heading down to see the race?
I'm actually just going to watch it from my home. I don't live far from the track. So I may stroll down the marina area and just to get a little bit of that buzz and watch the fireworks on Sunday night. Or if I get lucky, I might get invited to watch the race. I haven't yet, and I haven't thought about it yet, Rachel.
That's a hint for whoever's listening. Lavinia wants to go to F1 weekend this weekend. Okay, let's move on to regional travel now while we've got you with us, Lavinia, because we've seen Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong opening up, and you've just shared with us some key stats you've sent into Money FM 89.3 just now, and you've said that following the slew of announcements that we've seen of travel restrictions easing key destinations in the region, search demand for Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong have seen significant jumps. Top 10 destinations we've got that have been searched for post announcements on September 23rd and 25th include Bangkok, Tokyo, Taipei, and Osaka. Let's talk about the return to Japan. What do our listeners need to know?
Wow, I think Japan reopening is something that not just Singaporean travelers have been waiting for, but travelers around the world. What's unique to know is that Japan as a destination has been trending in our search patterns for months, in fact, close to 12 months now. Every month, our search trends would indicate Tokyo, Osaka trending, which means people have been planning, anticipating, and they had the hope that Japan would reopen at some point. I think travelers today also know that the minute a market reopens, prices of flights are going to be really high. So I think the savvy travelers have already started to book in advance, and now they can take advantage of all the great deals that are happening. Prices for flights are still relatively in a healthy range, by which it's only about 10 to 20% much higher than an average ticket time. So grab that ticket if you see one, because we can anticipate that price will go up as demand starts to rise. We did see Japan really spike over the last 48 hours. And as you had mentioned, Tokyo, Osaka, Sapporo, Kyoto, and Miyakojima are the top 5 trending destinations.
Wei Chi has sent a comment. I love sashimi. I love sashimi too, Wei Chi. And speaking to Lavinia, I want to book a ticket to Japan now too. Lavinia, what are some of the things that we need to be mindful of booking these tickets? Are there any rules, regulations that we need to take into account or consideration if we're looking to head out of Singapore to, say, Japan, Taiwan, or Hong Kong?
I think the advice we give every traveler planning a trip today, the number one thing to keep in mind is really look out for those cancellation policies. Not because anything could happen today, but in case your plan changes and if you want to move your ticket or cancel it altogether, that you're able to get those refunds and save your dollars. So you don't want to be stuck. So those cancellation policies are going to be really critical if you're booking a flight and a hotel. The second thing you want to incorporate in your booking is insurance. I think it's a product that many travelers would probably not include or think twice about it. This is the moment you need insurance. Flight delays, baggage loss, insurance will help you. So really think about adding that in. The last advice is, of course, your rewards program. So if you have a credit card that's going to give you those extra deals, the Expedia rewards points also gives you a lot of points and deals. And if you book on the app, you get those member savings. So there's a lot of savings that are happening. So try and be savvy when you're planning your trip.
And just looking at planning a trip, because you've mentioned that with the return of travel to Taiwan and Hong Kong, Taiwan has seen a 280% increase in flight demand. Hong Kong has seen a 250 increase in flight demand. We've got a question that comes in related to that. Hong Bin, would you like to share?
I think we have a lot of questions, but I wanted to combine two questions. One's from Or Young Jun, who's asking when's a good time to book trips to get the best prices. And Zoe says she's planning to go to Hong Kong around early January. So any tips to buying cheaper flights? Like when is the best time? Any suggestions there?
I think, there was a period of time I'd be able to tell you which day of the week would probably be the best time. Now, with 3 markets opening up all at the same time, you can anticipate year-end travel is going to be going in this direction. If you see a good deal, grab it. Now, the best advice I can give you is probably think about traveling just after the peak season. So if you're thinking about year-end, maybe consider going the week right after Christmas, just before New Year. You might have a window of hope there, where prices may be a little bit more cheaper than usual, or go right after the peak travel, which is first week of January. You may find that prices will be at least about 10 to 15% cheaper than it would the weeks prior.
Okay, Lavinia. Well, thank you for sharing all of that with us today. That's a lot to digest and a lot to look forward to, not only this week, but also in the weeks ahead as we all plan those year-end trips. Lavinia Rajaram from Expedia joining us on Money FM 89.3. Thanks, Lavinia. See you this weekend at the F1, hopefully. Take care.
And see you this weekend. Bye.
Thank you. And thanks for joining us on Facebook and Money FM 89.3. We are going to take a minute now to choose a winner for the competition. I hope those of you that have asked questions have shared this video, because that's what you need to do to win that pottery class. That is a set of 2 tickets at Am I Obsessed Pottery Class. It's worth $160. It's not Am I Obsessed.
It's Am I Addicted?
It's Am I Addicted. I feel like I'm obsessed with going to this pottery class. That's what's going on with me at the moment. Anyway, give us a minute. We will have a look and find out the winner. So you'll have to tune in to Hong Bin's finance update that's coming up after 3:30 to find out who has won. So stay with us on Money FM 89.3 radio station. And thanks for joining us on Facebook. We'll be back live with you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Have a wonderful rest of the day, Facebook people. We will be back on the radio. Stay tuned.
Money FM 89.3. Money FM 89.3. Money FM 89.3. Money FM